In the shadow of the old, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name across the barren meadow. It's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. In the shadow of the oak, where we first said our names, there's a cabin choked by ivy, with the windows cracked and strained. Porches creak where you once danced, under moonlight's soft parade, and the halls are heavy silent, as if they still call your name. Old house bleeds as the wind-swept cries echo through these broken beams and under rusted skies. Every creak and wood a story, every sigh a plea. Old house bleeds, and in its heart, so do I. Where the gravel road lies weary, where our dreams used to run wild, now just whispers float on breezes from the ghost of your sweet smile. Gone the laughter in the evening, gone the firelight's warm embrace, left here standing with the shadows in the dust of your grace. Old house bleeds as the wind-swept cries echo through these broken beams and under rusted skies. Every creak and wood a story, every sigh a plea. Old house bleeds, and in its heart, so do I. an old scarf you left hanging on the hook beside the door. Just a fragment of your fabric, but it cuts me to the core. And I wonder as I wander if you're wandering too, through the trails that keep us tangled in the thorns of something true. All hope weeps, but the tears are mine, mingled in the dust where your hand once held mine. If these walls could speak, they'd whisper of the day when the winds might clear the sorrow but never blow it all away. Old house bleeds beneath the endless sky, holding on to echoes of our whispered lullaby. With every setting sun and each rising moon, old house bleeds and waits for you. Down by Harbor's Creek, where the old oaks grow, we carved our names in the heart of a dusty road. Sunset threw gold across your hair. The world was ours and time just air. But the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave, under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart in your scarf, tied around your sleeve, you stayed with the oaks and the creek watched me leave. The rain has washed away our dusty road. The cabin's empty where our laughter once flowed. Old porch swings creak with ghosts of us riding the wind. Whispered stories turn to dust. Still the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave, under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart left in that scarf, now a tattered weed, you stayed with the oaks and the creek watched me leave. Now I roam gravel roads under moon's quiet siege. Each star a teardrop, the night sky silent grief. Love's like the river stone, smooth over time, but some edges cut deep in the creek's soft rhyme. Yes, the creek watched me leave, whispering to the wind about love and thieves. In its waters, my reflection briefly cleaves. Part of me stayed while the creek watched me leave, with the echoes of hoofbeats forever to green. You stayed with the oaks and the creek, it watched me leave.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, she laughed under sunbeams with the wind in her hair. Her scarf of faded blue danced like a creek's gentle sigh on that old wooden porch where we watched the world go by. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. The cabin's empty, the door squeaks a mournful tune. Gravel roads lie untouched by the hooves beneath the moon. Where wildflowers nodded, only the lonely thistles thrive. Since the stars watched her close her eyes to our twilight. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. I've ridden past the rivers, through the valleys deep and wide. Found the plains are just as empty as the feeling deep inside. No saddle, no companion, just the horizon's endless cries. The world keeps turning, but I'm frozen in time. Every sunset's just a picture where our past and pain collide. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Forever on these trails, I chase her goodbye. In the shadow of an oak where the wild rivers bend, I first saw her silhouette as the daylight did wane. By an old wooden porch, laughter danced in the air, and her scarf caught the breeze like a whispered prayer. Oh, the silence washed away by the sound of her name. Rivers run, but memories, they never do fade. Like the dust on my boots, her love clings to my soul. In the heart of the wild, she made what's broken feel whole. Now the cabin sits empty where once love's fire burned bright. Gravel roads long forgotten under moon's mournful light. The trails we once walked are overgrown, lost to time, and the echo of her footsteps is a ghost in the pines. Oh, the silence washed away by the sound of her name. Rivers run, but memories, they never do fade. Like the dust on my boots, her love clings to my soul. In the heart of the wild, she made what's broken feel whole.
seasons must do. Still every whispered wind seems to bring me back to you. So the silence washed away, but her echo remains in the rustling leaves, the pouring rain as the sun dips low and the shadows grow tall. Her memory's a melody that softly recalls. Oh, the silence washed away, yet forever she stays in the heart of the wild across timeless days.
There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. A scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming round, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flicker where her eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night, I feel her close yet so far. A silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong. But every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. Her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down.
shade of an old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, we carved our names, young and free, on a heart as wide as the rolling sweet. Your scarf it danced a dusty red in the winds of that wild sacred land, where the porch creaked neath the weight we tread, and our future lay like the grains of sand. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky, your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars lit up your goodbye. I ride these trails, worn and bleak with your memory, a treasure I seek in the fading light. Your voice still speaks, but it's just the silence so vast, so deep. Now the oak tree stands there all alone, its leaves whispering tales of the past. The names we etched now barely shown, like shadows that the sun has cast. That old cabin, our love sweet home, sits empty as time has willed. The gravel road once ours to roam, with the echo of our laughter still. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky, your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars watched us say goodbye. Each dusty trail, each silent plea brings me back to you endlessly. In the twilight's glow, you're all I see, and I'm just a ghost in our memory. These hills hold the breath of your grace, and the rains fall like tears on my face. With each storm a bit more I erase, but never the pain of your empty space. So the sunset sinks with a heavy sigh beneath clouds like a no-weary lie. I'm riding on, though my heart can't deny. Part of me vanished when you said goodbye. In the crimson fade, I bear the mark of love lost deep in the veil dark. With each setting sun, I embark towards tomorrow with your shadow in my heart. In the hush of the dawn, neath the old oak tree shade, where we carved our names deep in the bark that made the wild grass dance to the tune of the breeze. Where your laughter once lived, now there's only me, and the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar. Unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. Now the cabin stands empty where the candlelight glows. Gravel roads lay untouched where our stories once flowed. The trail's gone cold, the sunset still bleeds into rivers of gold through the whispering trees. And the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar.
unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. So I roam through these lands like a ghost in the rain, each droplet a memory, each thunder a pain. In the echoes of footsteps, in the settling dust, I search for forgiveness in the winds I must trust. And the silence grows louder as the years tumble by. The oak tree still stands beneath the ever-changing sky. Unspoken words listen, yet her voice calls me still in the heart of the night. Over hill after hill, her shadow might fade like the trails left behind, but the echoes of love, they're forever entwined. Unspoken words listened, oh, they listen so well in the quiet between us, where true feelings dwell.
In the gray dawn's light, 'neath the old oak shade, I found the scarf you wore, now ghostly gray. It whispered of that spring by the creek we lay, where promises were caught in the cold morning May. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills in the silence of my days. I walk these dusty trails with your memory in tow, past the cabin's empty shell where the wild roses grow. Gravel roads stretch like the regrets I've come to own, leading to nowhere but the echoes of our lone shadow. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills in the silence of my days. Saddles worn and leather cracked just like my weathered skin, each line a story, a loss of the love I couldn't win. On this old porch I sit as the sun dips to give in, night's blanket comes to cover all my sin. Oh, how the winds they whisper of what might have been, softly they mourn with me for a love so serene. Cold morning carved in my soul, where your warmth has been, I'm left holding memories in the silence of this dream. And as the stars look down, I'm shadow fading thin in a world that keeps turning without you within. Down where the oak trees meet the dusty bend, I recall the scarf you wore against the wind. The back road sank neath the weight of our old Ford, each rut in that gravel, a chapter of words we'd stored. Sunset painted stories on your face, whispers of a love time won't erase. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory my guide, a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back road sank, my heart did too, under that evening sky of fading blue. The porch still creaks at our cabin, worn and old. Every board a tale of the secrets we told. But now the fireplace ash is cold of land, no warmth within to hold back the night's rain. What once was a haven, now just empty space, haunted by the ghost of your tender grace. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory my guide, a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back road sank, my heart did too, in the quiet whispers of a love once true. Boots have wandered far, yet circle back to you. Each dusty mile, a verse of love that once was true. Through the rustle of the leaves, I hear your voice call, a fleeting echo over the canyon's wall. So here's to the trails where our wild hearts ran, to the dreams we sowed in the soft yielding sand. Backroad sank, and so did the light, leaving me with these shadows riding into the night. Backroad sank, my heart forever blue under the vast eternal sky I shared with you. A slow strum of the guitar fades as the last note echoes like a whisper in the wind, leaving an imprint of a love story that, while ended, forever lingers in the air and the land.
Under the shade of an old oak tree where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky, in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh and the wind soft cries while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boot stains, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch
porch swings empty like the heart in my chest. Saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane. Each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain, soft sigh, while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boot stays, but you're not here today. Just shadows in the silver, the sun's old rays. So I'll roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads banish to your memory, my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promises we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray 'neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone, in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache, whispered memories in the quiet air.
In the shadow of the oak, where our initials carved to stay, the wind still whispers softly through the leaves about that day. An old porch creaks, a screen door slams under skies forever gray. My love for you was written, but life had other tales to say. Oh, this letter lingers in my coat, the ink's begun to fade, like the echo of hoofbeats down old forgotten trails we made. Every word a scar upon my heart, every memory a blade. In the silence 'neath the stars, I find the bed where I've been laid. The cabin's empty on the hill, your scarf tied on the frame. Dust dances with the shadows, recalls the whisper of your name. The rain that once we danced beneath now falls just like a claim on a heart that wanders lost through quiet towns that look the same. Oh, this letter lingers in my coat, the ink's begun to fade, like the echo of hoofbeats down old forgotten trails we made. Every word a scar upon my heart, every memory a blade. In the silence 'neath the stars, I find the bed where I've been laid. With every sunset bleeding red, I feel you close again. I ride the line of light and dark, where love and lost content. An old saddle's my companion, where my dreams and demons blend, on gravel roads that lead me to beginnings without end. So this letter lingers in my coat, near a heart that won't persuade. The fading lines of love lost like tracks too shallow in the glade. Though I'm bound to roam forever in your memory, I'll wait till the dust and wind claim me too, in the lands where we once lay. In the lands where we once lay, where the letter lingers still. left that town before the dawn, with nothing left worth leaning on. No suitcase full of hope and shame, just a man too tired to keep his name. I passed the sign, said welcome home, but home ain't where the heart is gone. So I let my name blow with the leaves and found some peace in losing me. I don't go by that name no more, the one she used to whisper for. It don't belong in mouths that lie, or die in towns where dreams go dry. Call me wind or call me ghost, or just the man who drinks the most. But don't you speak what came before. I don't go by that name no more. They say your name holds who you are, but mine got left in an empty jar. I gave it all, I bled it true, but no one came when it was due. So now I live from camp to post, and let the silence be my hope. No one asks, and I don't tell why I flint at certain smells. I don't go by that name no more. It ain't on signs or record doors. It ain't in songs or wedding cards, just buried deep in canyon yards. You wanna talk and pour the rye, and maybe I recall July, but once it's gone, close that door. I don't go by that name no more. Names are for the ones who stay, but I've become the miles I stray. Each town I pass, I leave no stain, just stories told without a name. I don't go by that name no more. The wind might hum it lost and sore, but it don't fit this face I wear, not since you looked and wasn't there. So call me rain or call me shore, but I don't go by that name no more. Out by the ridge where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep, where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. The porch still creaks from our last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. Rain washes old trails, but not the pain. Dust settles, but your scent remains. In every sunset, your shadow creeps through empty cabins where my sorrow seeps. So I'll sing to the stars about a love that was deep, in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps. Underneath the old oak tree, where our names are carved so deep, in a heart that's now half worn by the years that creep, we sat and watched the sun drown in a dusty amber sky. Your scarf caught in the breeze like a soft and sad goodbye. Oh, but the oak tree hides the pain beneath its bark, and in its mighty shadow I'm a whisper in the dark. Where once we danced on falling leaves, now only shadows stride, and every sunset through its leaves is a day I've died. The gravel road to your old house has overgrown with time. The porch where we'd sit still holds a swing, but it's lost its rhyme. That cabin up on Whistler's Mount stands empty, walls a cry. Since you left, the silence speaks of the love we left behind. Yes, the oak tree hides sorrow in its rings. Each one tells a story of what the cold wind brings. Though seasons turn and years may pass, beneath this endless sky, this oak remembers every tear that I've tried to hide. So here I stand, a lone man with my hat held in my hands,
An oak leaf falls, it twirls and twists like the scarf you used to wear. In the whispering wind, I hear your voice, feel you everywhere. And still the oak tree hides all the love we knew, holding on to memories like the earth holds morning dew. As I ride these trails alone towards another lonesome eve, the oak tree hides my broken heart and the man I used to be. In the silence after the song, the oak shadow stretches long, a cowboy's tale of love and loss, sung where only winds belong.
Out where the oak tree shadows lie long on the dust, I found an old saddle, leather worn into rust. Beneath the wide brim of a sunset that bleeds lies a tapestry woven from wildflower seeds. Our names carved deep in the bark of time's embrace, echoes of laughter, the ghost of your face. Oh, saddle hides tales of old, of a love so brave in a world so cold, where the winds whisper soft through the empty cabin sighs. I'm a shadow in the moonlight under infinite skies. Each stirrup and buckle, every scar, every ride, saddle hides. Oh, saddle hides. The porch still creaks where we danced in the rain. Now it moans underfoot like it's singing our pain. The trails have grown over the gravel roads bare. No echo of hoofbeats, just silence hangs there. A scarf you once wore is now faded and torn, fluttering lonely like a flag long forlorn. Hides tales of old, of a love so brave in a world so cold, where the winds whisper soft through the empty cabin sighs. I'm a shadow in the moonlight under infinite skies. Each stirrup and buckle, every scar, every ride, saddle hides. Oh, saddle hides under the vast prairie sky. I lay down my heart, the plains roll out like the canvas of a forgotten art. Where did we lose the thread? Where did the story change? In this land that shaped us, nothing stays the same. Oh, saddle hides tales retold, memories fading to the dusk, silver and gold, where the winds whisper soft through the empty cabin sighs. I'm a shadow in the moonlight under infinite skies. Each stirrup and buckle, every scar, every ride, saddle hides. Oh, saddle hides. Here I'll abide with my saddle hides.
In the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade. We carved our names, young and naive, on that old porch where the summer winds played.
Her laugh was a melody soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. And now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long. Her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past that dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and pleas. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long. Her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountains might stand tall, but her scent in the rain, it haunts through it all as the stars peek through the cloak of the night. I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fading light drifts love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. In the silence my old soul forgives.
Under the ghost of an old oak tree where our names were carved for eternity, the wind's a whisper of your soft sweet laugh on the path where you danced free from our past. An empty cabin by the creek's low bend holds the echoes of you, my lost friend. Each creaking board and closed up door speaks of the days when love lived here before. Now the empty bed fades in the twilight sigh. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. Scarlet scarf you left behind on the old porch swing sways undefined. Gone like the laughter in halls that we roam. Now I wander these lands forever alone. The saddle's worn where you once rode beside, through the rain-soaked trails where our dreams used to hide. Now every sunset bleeds a shade of your eyes, and the night covers me in your soft, mournful cries. Still the empty bed fades in the twilight sigh. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. Oh, how the prairie grass sways and weeps
the wildest land, and hearts like ours were grains of sand. Yes, the empty bed fades, and now with the light, bound to the echoes of our sweet twilight, under the vast skies where I let you go, in the fading trails of the moon's soft glow. I'm the whisper of a cowboy alone in a strange, chasing the dust where nothing but love remains. There's a whispering wind by the old ridge line, where the oak tree stands guarding the divide. Beneath its boughs, you and I would lie, watching clouds sail through a cobalt sky. Scarves you left, they're still hanging there, on crooked nails, frayed edges torn by air. Each threadbare stripe, a memory fades like campfire drifts at the close of day. Oh, how the firelight danced in your eyes, in the quiet hush of a starlit night. Now it's just the cold wind's embrace and the echo of you that I can't replace. Town's half empty, like the glass beside my bed. The barkeep knows the whiskey won't clear silhouette. Dusty roads stretch out like the years, paved in sorrows and dry like my tears. The saddle's worn where you used to ride alongside me through the changing tides. Now it's just me and these old porch swings, whispering songs of what used to be. Oh, how the firelight danced in your eyes, in the quiet hush of a starlit night. Now it's just the embers glow that fades, and the shadow of you that never strays. In the silence neath the vast endless dawn, I reckon my heart found a place to call home. But homes ain't homes with empty chairs, and fires don't warm the solitary air. So I'll chase the sun as it kisses the dawn, where memories of us are etched in the morn. And though this heart might roam wild and free, your ghost in the campfire drifts with me. Yes, your ghost in the campfire drifts with me. in the shadow of the oak where wild rivers bend, lay a scarf blue as the skies where laughter blend. In that old dusty town where the porch swings side, I first saw her smile in the spring sweet tide. And her eyes closed her eyes under vast prairie skies, left me tales in the trails where the old love lies. As the sun dips low, paints the world in cries, her eyes closed her eyes, and the memory never dies. Now the cabin's empty and the saddle's worn, gravel roads less traveled and the fields unshorn. Where the creek used to sing, now a silence grows. In the heart of the forge, only cold wind blows. Her eyes closed her eyes in the twilight's embrace. Every star up above seems to mirror her face. With each gust that moans through the empty space, her eyes closed her eyes, left a tear trace. Oh, the echoes of hoofbeats like a heartbeat fade on the paths we once walked, now just ghost parades. All those moments we captured, now just shadows cast in the dusk of my mind, where the die is cast. Her eyes closed her eyes, now the nights grow long. In the silence, her absence is a haunting song. As I wander these lands where our dreams once flew, her eyes closed her eyes, but mine wish it untrue.